Garofalo's beautifully evocative Ascension of Christ was completed somewhere between 1510 and 1520 for display in a nave chapel in the church of Santa Maria in Vado in Ferrara. It now hangs in the National Gallery of Ancient Art in Rome. It's big and visually impressive even from a distance. Just notice how the brightly coloured garments of the apostles at the bottom of the work contrast with the monochrome of the bluey grey clouds that dominate the top half. The triangular composition also really stands out, with the overall shape made by the assembled bodies of the apostles following the rise and fall of the mound behind them. Jesus, of course, forms the apex of this triangle as he ascends towards the golden heavens. And I wonder whether the lighter pallor and clothing of the two foremost apostles, the one on the right surely being St. John, is meant to further emphasize this triangular arrangement. There is certainly a sense that Christ is in this liminal space between earth and heaven. His body is rising up through gently parting clouds, whilst his head is surrounded by a heavenly glow. Notice that the ethereal crowd that await him only reach to just past his neck in visual terms, so that he is surrounded by this golden light like a halo. And also it means that he is the highest point in the image. The subtle but clever detail of his forefinger extending past the top of the image suggests a sense of height, of the infinite heavens above him. Yet Christ is still human here. The tilt of his left hand is designed specifically to display his wound, and the wounds to his feet and also that to his side are also visible in this painting, reminding us that before entering into eternity, he offered his human but glorified body as a sacrifice to God. Incredibly, all this seems to be taking place against a backdrop of somewhere that could well be Ferrara, where the artist lived and worked. The snow-capped mountains and the hilltop town with the grand castle, the church to the left, these would all have been surroundings that would have felt familiar to the contemporary viewers of this painting in Ferrara, even if they didn't replicate exactly a viewpoint. Garofalo has done what many 16th century artists did, and he has transported this miraculous event to somewhere that would have felt familiar for his viewers in order to make it more relatable to them. There is even a face in the crowd that possibly might have been identifiable. In this painting, there are 12 witnesses to Christ's ascension, whereas in the Bible, we are told that only 11 were present. Now, I wonder whether the man second to the left was the patron. And I wonder this because his features seem more idiosyncratic, and to me, he's present yet slightly isolated from the rest of the group. So Garofalo has perhaps brought part of his own community to bear witness to this beautiful depiction of Christ ascending to heaven.